Hi, this is Dr. Maas on Looking and Being Your Best. There's exciting news. 2 weeks ago, a company that I've been fortunate to have worked with in the initial clinical research trial that leads to the approval of medicines, and those are called phase 3 clinical trials. The name of the company is Evolus, and I have nothing to do with the company except we did research for them for a new botulinum toxin, which is called Botulinum Toxin type A. So this new product, it's exciting, Jeuveau, that's Jeuveau from the French, and Jeuveau is Botulinum Toxin type A. We were in the clinical trials. They call them pivotal trials because they're the ones that are submitted to the Food and Drug Administration for final approval. They do all the safety data first, and a lot of that is done with dose ranging studies and whatnot. And we really know that all of the type A botulinum toxins are in the same mechanism of action, is identical between them, and the subtle differences between them are the sort of surrounding proteins or their absence. For example, in Xeomin, there are no surrounding proteins. They remove them, and the concept there is that's extra protein load. Jeuveau has exactly the same, 900 kilodalton complexing protein and active protein, which weighs 150 kilodaltons. And it's not really that important what these weights are, because in the end, everyone should know with all of the botoxins, all the botulinum toxins, these products weigh so little that the variation in bottle weight is greater than the weight of the protein in the bottle. And that's why they're all measured in units, and that's why every company has their own units of measure or specific bioactivity. With Jeuveau, they really did work to get something that is in the same range as Botox, and 20 units of Botox and 20 units of Jeuveau, which is usually a treatment area, like in the glabella, the primary indication where they do these studies. And Jeuveau performed very nicely, very favorable to a comparison to Botox and Dysport and Xeomin. And I can get in, and I have gotten into the subtle differences between them historically. And so what it comes down to, with 3 very good products already available and a new one coming, is how much does it cost? It works just as well. Jeuveau actually collected a little more back-end data, and although they're probably not going to get any FDA approval for longer duration, just like with Botox, Dysport, and Xeomin, they have a number of patients that will last out to 4 or 5 months. And that's true of all of them. And that's very dose dependent. We've talked about this before. So Jeuveau is a product that if you come to get the experience, I don't think you'd know the difference between it and Botox. If it comes out a little less expensive, again, that's good for everybody because there's a little downward price pressure. But it's got a high mountain to climb with these established products, and people sort of like what they like. And I think in the near future you'll see another product coming from a local San Francisco company that has very good data. And all the fight right now is about duration. So which lasts the longest. And what we showed in studies with Xeomin, and Xeomin is Inco botulinum toxin, and just another type A, is that there is a relationship between how long the product lasts and the dose that's given. And historically that was not really recognized, and we were really working on the low end of the scale. And when I say the low end of the scale, I'm talking about the therapeutic window for these drugs. And so 20 units is actually a relatively small amount compared to the neurology people who might use 1,500 units in a single patient. And in these little muscles here, we studied with Xeomin, for example, 100 units had people, the average duration of effect for those patients before they returned to baseline was 9 months. So we're getting to the stage, I think, with dose response curves, with this really brand new one called Jeuveau, which does have good duration benefits, and some patients getting out as long as 5 months. Again, they're not going to get that label, likely not going to get that labeling indication. But a clean product, a good one. It's got an excellent management team. I think you'll be hearing about it in the not too distant future. much more with its marketing, good marketing team and all that kind of thing. And it will be available to all of our patients. So if you have questions about Jeuveau or about both dose response curves using Xeomin or any of the products, Botox, which is still the 600-pound gorilla of the Botoxins, because everybody knows that name. It's a household name. And of course Dysport, and Dysport being a little different in that it has a wider area of effect. And I've talked about that, and we have videos showing those studies actually where we looked at side-by-side comparisons of Dysport versus Botox. All of these good products, all excellent companies, high quality materials, and most importantly, the Botoxins take away the hyperfunctional frown lines, the sort of angry, tired lines that happen between our eyebrows and at the crow's feet area and the forehead. They can take away the bands in the neck and really do quite a bit for a very small investment in your time. And now we're talking durations that are getting out to treatments once or twice a year. It's more and more exciting. If you have any questions about Jeuveau or about any of the products, please don't hesitate to send me pictures or a video or just a written message with a question. drmaas.com is our video blog. And I'm very happy to keep you looking and being your best. This is Dr. Corey Maas.